Hey everyone, welcome back to the Soundbyte. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to be jumping back into Led Zeppelin, doing the second album, Led Zeppelin II. We're on to the fifth track now, one, two, three, four, five. Yes, want to make sure. Heartbreaker, which is another song that I don't think I have heard. I'm just sort of going track by track here as far as which ones I've heard, because I can't go by the titles. I never really remember the track titles much anymore. So there's only been a couple on this album that I actually do remember. Whole lot of love and Ramble On, which I did a reaction to, which you can check out. Link in the description below. Yeah, so this is the fifth track on Led Zeppelin II, Heartbreaker. So let's get into it right now. You catch a riff. All right, just before the solo kicks in there, yeah, this is a great song. It's got a very groovy sort of riff to it, which is something that Led Zeppelin do very, very well. Obviously, Jimmy Page are just a master of riffs. This particular track has that main riff kind of driving the song, so this is definitely a Jimmy Page kind of track, I guess you could say, compared to the last one, which was Thank You, a very, very different song. So again, just that sort of contrast that Led Zeppelin has, you know, between this sort of real sort of melly, folksy kind of stuff, and then there's this sort of like this more harder hitting sort of rock song, you know. Just the dynamics that the band has, which I've mentioned so many times, but I kind of have to emphasize it so much because it's just something that I just never really sort of took to appreciate as much before, because of the fact that I just wasn't paying as much attention to it, I guess, you know. But yeah, this is a fantastic track. Led Zeppelin just never ever seemed to not surprise me, if that makes sense. You know, there's always something that I kind of go, oh wow, I didn't know they could do that, or they've done that, or whatever. You know, so this one's not so much surprising, I guess, but it's just something that I kind of feel like does captures Led Zeppelin in a nutshell a little bit. You know, it's kind of got that sort of straight edge, sort of like rock song, you know, kind of stuff. So I'm loving it so far, though. Again, just those really quiet moments there, you know. nice little segue into this part now. Don't know, it's like we're to a different song. Yeah, that was another abrupt ending. Again, it just kind of shows that this album obviously needs to be listened to from start to finish. They're not really a singles album, a band, or a kind of really, you know, taking songs out of context kind of band. They're really kind of a jam, sort of like, from start to finish album kind of band. So I'm definitely getting that sort of sense, obviously. And I know people have been sort of commenting about that, saying that, that's just how they are, and that's the way you just need to listen to their stuff. So definitely after I've gone through all these tracks, I'm going to be listening to it sort of just non-stop, just on my own time, obviously, just from start to finish, and kind of sort of, take it all in that sort of way, which is, in all honesty, is the way that I like to listen to albums anyway. It's generally how I've done things. I'm not really sort of like a playlist kind of like, picking songs or whatever. I mean, there are some bands where, most of the songs I'm not a fan of, and there's only a few tracks here and there, but for the most part, I tend to like the albums, because I think at the same time, when you're listening to an album, the tracks that you maybe not into as much suddenly start becoming a bit more appealing when they're in an album sort of like setting. That's kind of how I feel. Like there's some songs that are kind of, they grow on me because of that, so. And I definitely feel like with some Led Zeppelin songs, not that I've really heard anything that I haven't liked so far with the two albums that I've heard so far, but I'm sure that there are tracks that are like not as strong as others, but like in the context of the album, they will probably just make bit more sense, I guess you could say. Certainly the interlude pieces anyway. Anyway, that's a great track there. Heartbreaker, my first time checking that out. It was kind of like going in sort of different directions a little bit, so it was taking you on a bit of a journey, even though it was only quite a short song. But I really enjoyed that. So I'm really getting into this second album. We're sort of closing to the end here now, so anyway, thank you for tuning in as always. Please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you to those who have subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.